Hello there, I'm Kate. It's raining, it's dreary, and the only thing that could have brightened my day, well, not the only thing, I exaggerate as usual, but I have received some happy mail, and that's from none other than Fleur Woods. I did a little order on from her a couple of weeks ago, and even though it's across the ditch, it takes a little while, so it was just joyous to go out. So I thought I'd just share the little package with you and then continue on with a couple of pieces that I'm working on. Now, you know, I've showed you this before, and I took it out to the green door and said to the ladies, really, this is like a lesson in itself. I just have this now beside me, and look at all those French knots. Okay, so I'm going to use that clutch to inspire my work even more this afternoon. But before we get to that, I want to just share how Fleur packages her bits and pieces. I couldn't wait to open, but this beautiful box was wrapped up with a bow of vintage sheeting. Just better check that I'm a little bit out. That you can reuse. So like that is a treasure in itself, that the wrapping ribbon just inspires you to make. So that's going over with my naturals and neutrals pile. And this time there was not only one but two of these cards. So this one is an invitation to Fleur's online course, which I'm in the process of doing. I haven't gone very far, but it is just, look at that, just another wonderful inspiration. I'm about to make my first ever storyboard, and I'll share that with you once I get it up. But these things can go straight away onto there. So that's Fleur's invitation to Fibre Arts Online. And look at this one. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And just an opportunity to study the colours of those flowers. And indeed, I absolutely love that one. So that might inspire me. And this is her thank you card for the purchase. I love this personal touch. It's just, everything is beautiful, and this idea of the palette. So how about I stick that there for your eyes, and then underneath it is Fleur's tissue paper, which says Fleur Woods. I'll go this way, and inside is my order. I still think there's nothing like Fleur's wools, and it was just time for me to get some more pink, of course. So this one is pink and chartreuse, I think she called it. This one is, can't remember, pink and pink. And then this is apricot and peach and lemon sort of colours all together. So, I mean, would you have guessed it, that Kate would have bought these? Of course she did, and probably if you know me well. So, how are you going? I thought I'd just jump straight into it and share my joy, because it's like the sun is coming out just because I have those there. So, joy, let's just do a little bit of a indulgence before I start stitching. Isn't that like everything she touches is just so beautiful? I hope you can see that. Just glorious. Okay, so let's see if we can prop up these beautiful things so I can share my joy. I'm not very good at balancing, you can tell that. And let's get on with it. I have been working on some smaller pieces, you know that, and I'm back into my heart circulation. Actually, I just had a wonderful idea. Then I can see a special piece over there, but I won't talk about that now. What am I trying to get? Okay, that's right. I have, see, I cannot be Fleur. And you know that I always say it's the inspiration and the osmosis that helps. But I have started picking up some influence. They're not really the same, but I am very much enjoying doing more stitching. And part of the thing about this piece at the moment, better make sure that this all works, and move over nest. Move over nest for the pouch. Here's flower upon flower. Let's put that down there. Underneath. Beautiful. Okay, so part of this piece I'm a bit stuck with is, gosh, and a crunchy chair as well. This red is too red. So one way that I use Fleur's wools, and this isn't the Fleur's, but it's a little woolly, is more and more I'm learning to change the colour. So a quick briefing on this. I've just got blanket, of course, and I collage different fabrics. Some of them, in fact, there's few vintage on here. This embroidery here, and this, and then the rest is quilting fabric and a bit of Tim Holtz. I can't remember whether I've showed you this or not, but just in case I haven't. And then let's just get straight into it. It's funny, I didn't film yesterday, and I truly have lost I was going to say lost touch. No, can't remember what I've been sharing, because when I don't film, it means I'm busy doing other things. And yeah, yesterday was a great stitchy day. It's a thankful thing about the rain. It encourages you just to slow down. And I was going to go out today, and then I got up and looked out the window, front yard underwater, and I thought, hey, you know, all those times you had to go out to work, you would have given anything to stay home on a day like this. So why don't you do it? So that's what I did. Just gave myself permission. And I've been happy ever since. And when our parcel came, it was the icing on the cake. So I made this really long, which isn't great. And that wasn't a great, sorry, I got the blanket in the wrong spot. So I will have to attend to that later. I think it's actually too pink, so I'm going to stop that there. Not a mistake, but just not what I thought would happen, because it's actually making it even a little bit darker. So let's stop this stitch and go underneath and up here. Let's do some big seed stitch. Actually, that might be a bit glary in your eyes, I realised. I'm really enjoying the freedom of just going anywhere with my needle on small pieces like this. I'll go up here, and I've got some orange marks and things, so let's make some pink ones. Oh, I wasn't thinking. I'm trying to make a cross. A bit more complicated way of doing it. That still works. Itchy eye. So what's the weather like where you are? Still hot? If you're in the north? Concentrate, can't see, I get so excited about asking and then I get what I'm actually trying to do. All right, like that and down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So now let's turn these into some French knot spots. Three. I like the look of those 3 there. But it might even look better if we finish them down here and do 5. Oh, over enthusiastic. Actually took a little video of my nest this morning and shared it with some friends because it is it truly was a buried nest. You know what? I think that's telling me that 3 was enough right there. I'm not going to waste your time with me unable to thread a needle. Okay, I've also got this, which is pearl cotton, and like the fun of all of this is I play where can I go next with this pretty cotton, and I'm thinking up here if I can just go back to Fleur's work, you know, and she is the guru and the maestro. I think I told you this before, but what strikes me is that she covers every single millimeter of the fabric with her stitches, and her diversity is amazing. And to have the patience to do that is absolutely inspiring. What else can I tell you? Because, you know, when you stay home, well, I worked on my journals this morning, made some real progress. So that's exciting. For me, it's exciting. Because a day where I can, yeah, I just felt like I really almost finished a journal, which is a lovely feeling of achievement. Because I have so many things on, and I thought to myself, I said it in my head, okay, what will it feel like when you've actually got a complete journal in your hands and you know it's ready to fly. And then I didn't answer myself. Okay, this is another little thing that I loved doing. Little pearls around the top. And let's do a few more over the top of this wool. Let's finish that off there. See, hardly anything's through on the back. They'll be covered anyway. Okay, still got this. I don't mind the purple. It's the this. That's not going to make a big difference. Okay, so is this the answer? Oh, yes. Let's turn this into, look at this. I always use these. You'll see them spattered throughout my work. Let's rethread. I zipped onto Fleur's website before and I think they're all sold out, which is not surprising, but I'm sorry to tell you all about them and if they're not there, but just even for future, keep an eye out. Okay, so we still want to honour the red. A bit of pink over the top. Gives it more of that variegated feel. Maybe that's what it is. It's more that it's a solid colour when I rarely have that. Yet. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So knowing that, let's go up here. I think, I think I misunderstood when I first started slow stitching again about thread painting. I never thought about what it actually meant, but now in my head, I just, every time, I don't feel like I'm painting. I feel like I'm colouring in. Is it naughty? But that's more fun to me, and gives me the freedom to just be a messy colour inner and not go around the lines. There we are. I've still got a bit of a bunchy over there, but when I do things now, I wonder if I can make it look like a heart. That would be, because it looks a bit odd, doesn't it? Could I? You probably could, but what's the first for me? See if we can go down here. Make the stitches smaller. And in, because there's a natural little line of embroidery there. go up again. I don't know actually what's happening with this blanket. It's like very, oh, was I going to make a pouch one? Yeah, I think I left it open. It's getting in the way a bit. Sorry, a bit squishy with my hands down in here. Wonky wonky heart. To start with. I can work on that. And I need to now make the bottom because that was just an impromptu thought. Okay, what else? Where else can we have some fun? We have to christen this beautiful bright colour. I've got one that I did myself, but it's yellow and orange, whereas this one's a lot more orange and peachy. So let's do a little bit of putting, oh, did I forget to knot it? Let's do a little bit of putting the sides together and see how that's a little bit rough there. Very much further than that because I love that little blue flower. So let's go over here where there's more of this green. They really are addictive, aren't they? French knots. I just realised I was going quiet. So I've got a little garden going. Bring these over to here. Trim a little bit of that. Bit there. And then let's put some in the middle onto this pinky. It's probably going to fall out. Okay, I'm going to stand up and just, as we often think. So I'll give you a close up, how we're going. Not very good at anyway, I don't need to finish that statement. I just look, I was just thinking about Vanessa. I keep showing you, oh, I've got to make some tiny things. This one gift, an unnecessary one from Vanessa last year, just has given me so much joy and so many opportunities. I sort of like how that's got the candy stripe there. Look at me, I don't like things in the center, but I think I won't use that, but it's just another inspiration, isn't it? Okay, heart there. So we've got hearts on the mind. All right, let's do one more thing before I finish this session. I won't try and finish that heart off. I've opened, oh, there's two sorts of wools there, but I won't do that. What do I need to do? I actually like this fluoro, and I was thinking, did I bring that whole ball down or did I not? I've got all sorts of things, and I'd just like to have some fluoro. Oh, this one I'll try. It's not the same one, but let's see if we can find. Look, I think that's got enough colours in it. I won't even chop. I'll just take it as it is. I was just realising I've been doing a lot of perlé in the last few days of stitching, so maybe that's why I'm feeling so excited. Okay, can I do something in here? That highlights these beautiful stitches and draws your eye more to them. So like a lazy daisy over the top. Yeah, I think that's working. Now we've got the green coming back in. These threads are just magic. I like how that green comes you know, goes back into the background. And now we're going to have just a pop more of this complementary colour to finish us off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so we might fill this space up. With a few little French knots. It just blends its way into this territory. There we are. Well, thank you for joining me in that little session. I hope you've been stitching alongside or doing whatever you needed to do. I've had certainly fun sharing with you the influence of Fleur on my work. So that's the little joiner there, isn't it? Her beautiful threads and the hearts of others. So shall I put that there? No, it's not my work. Okay. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me. And we're coming up to the weekend, which means more and more stitching. Until then, keep well. Bye.